Avaricious as adjective. Excessively eager to acquire wealth or possessions. Greedy and covetous. The avaricious businessman was willing to cut corners and exploit workers to increase his profits. His avaricious nature made him unpopular with his colleagues, as he would often hoard resources and credit for himself. The avaricious landlord refused to make necessary repairs to his buildings, even at the expense of his tenants' safety. A culture of avaricious behavior can lead to a lack of trust and cooperation in the workplace. The avaricious nature of some politicians can erode public trust in the democratic process. Beatific as adjective. Giving or showing a sense of great happiness and peacefulness. Having a divine or saintly quality. She wore a beatific smile on her face as she watched the sunset. The choir's beatific singing filled the church with a sense of calm and serenity. After meditating for hours, he experienced a beatific vision that filled him with a sense of peace and transcendence. The artwork depicted a beatific angel with outstretched wings and a serene expression on its face. As she listened to the beautiful music, she felt a beatific sense of joy and contentment. Spartan as adjective. Austere or severe, especially in self-discipline or style of living. Simple and plain, with no excess or luxury. The hotel room was Spartan, with only a bed, a table, and a chair. The Spartan lifestyle of the monk involved living in a small, simple room with no luxuries. The team's Spartan training regimen focused on the basics and did not include any frills. The Spartan design of the house emphasized function over form. The Spartan diet of the athlete consisted mostly of lean protein and vegetables. Disseminate as verb. To propagate, especially ideas or beliefs. To spread or distribute information or knowledge. The government launched a campaign to disseminate information about the new vaccination program. The nonprofit organization aims to disseminate their message to a broader audience through social media and advertising. The professor disseminated the results of her research study through academic journals and conferences. The company disseminated a memo to all employees regarding the new policy changes. The news network works to disseminate breaking news to viewers as quickly and accurately as possible. Ersatz as adjective. Artificial or synthetic, usually intended to replace something genuine but lacking authenticity or quality. Serving as a substitute or imitation, often of inferior quality compared to the original. The artist used ersatz materials to create a replica of the famous sculpture. His ersatz enthusiasm couldn't match the genuine passion of the original team. The cafe served ersatz coffee, lacking the rich flavor of the authentic blend. Her ersatz smile couldn't hide her disappointment with the substitute. The product claimed to be genuine leather, but was, in fact, ersatz.
Improvident as adjective. Failing to plan or make provision for the future, lacking foresight or care for future needs or events. The businessman's improvident investments led to bankruptcy. The student's improvident spending habits left her with no money for necessities. The government's improvident economic policies caused inflation and recession. The athlete's improvident behavior led to suspension from the team. The homeowner's improvident neglect of maintenance led to expensive repairs.
Erudite as adjective. Having extensive knowledge acquired through reading and study. Showing extensive knowledge or learning, especially in a particular field or subject. The professor was known for his erudite lectures on ancient Greek philosophy. She had an erudite knowledge of medieval art and architecture. The book was written in an erudite style that required a deep understanding of the subject matter. He was often described as an erudite scholar who had published numerous articles and books. The documentary featured interviews with erudite experts on the topic of climate change. Enmity as noun, a state or condition of being actively hostile towards someone or something. Hatred or ill will towards someone or something. There was a long-standing enmity between the two neighboring countries. The political campaign was marked by bitter enmity between the candidates. The history of the region was defined by centuries of enmity between rival factions. The divorce proceedings were complicated by the enmity between the estranged couple. The siblings had a deep enmity that dated back to their childhood.
Pyrrhic as adjective, involving or characterized by great loss or sacrifice relative to the gains achieved, resulting in a victory or success that is outweighed by the costs or losses incurred. The team won the championship game, but it was a Pyrrhic victory as their star player suffered a career-ending injury. The company's aggressive cost-cutting measures resulted in a Pyrrhic savings, as they lost a significant portion of their workforce and saw a decline in productivity. The politicians' smear campaign against their opponent was a Pyrrhic tactic, as it ultimately backfired and caused a loss of support from voters. The military's decisive victory in the battle came at a Pyrrhic cost, with many soldiers losing their lives or suffering severe injuries. The environmental agency's compromise with the polluting industry was a Pyrrhic decision, as it failed to significantly reduce pollution levels and damaged the agency's credibility with the public.
Enthrall as verb, to captivate or hold the attention of someone completely, to charm or delight someone. The book was so enthralling that she couldn't put it down. The audience was completely enthralled by the performance. The beautiful scenery enthralled us during the entire hike. The magician's tricks were so enthralling that everyone was captivated. The historical artifacts on display at the museum enthralled the visitors. Auspicious as adjective, being or appearing to be a sign that something will happen in a good or successful way. Giving or being a sign of future success. Favorable. The wedding ceremony took place on an auspicious day according to the lunar calendar and was blessed with good weather and joyful celebrations. The startup company received an auspicious funding offer from a prominent venture capitalist, which boosted its credibility and growth potential in the market. The students' academic record showed an auspicious start with excellent grades and impressive achievements, which suggested a promising future in their chosen field. The politician's campaign was launched on an auspicious note with a well-attended rally and a powerful speech that resonated with the audience and signaled a strong challenge to the incumbent. The real estate agent recommended the auspicious location of a property that had a panoramic view of the city and easy access to transportation and amenities, and was likely to appreciate in value over time. Quail as verb, to become frightened, intimidated, or overcome with anxiety, especially in response to a difficult or dangerous situation. To shrink back, cower, or show fear, especially in response to a challenge or threat. The loud thunder made the dog quail and hide under the bed. The athlete didn't quail under pressure and won the championship game. I always quail at the thought of confronting my boss about problems at work. The soldier didn't quail at the sight of the enemy. He charged forward bravely. The new employee quailed when she realized she had made a costly mistake. Evenhanded is adjective, fair, impartial, and unbiased, treating all parties, sides, or individuals equally and without favoritism. The judge was praised for being even-handed in his rulings. The manager was known for being even-handed and fair with all employees. The journalist's even-handed reporting earned him a reputation for being unbiased. The teacher was even-handed in her grading and treated all students equally. The mediator was able to resolve the conflict by taking an even-handed approach. Underscore as verb. To draw attention to a particular point or aspect of something. To emphasize or highlight the importance or significance of something. The speaker used statistics to underscore the importance of the issue. His behavior underscored his lack of respect for authority. The company's success underscores the effectiveness of its business model. The movie's soundtrack underscored the emotion in the scene. The experiment's results underscored the hypothesis. Amok as adverb. In a frenzied, uncontrolled, or wild manner, often describing behavior or actions done recklessly or uncontrollably. The kids are running amok, playing wildly in the park. Informal usage indicating uncontrolled play. After the game, fans went amok, celebrating enthusiastically. Colloquial usage to depict wild celebrations. When the news broke out, rumors spread amok, causing confusion. Informal expression suggesting chaotic spreading of rumors. With sales soaring, competitors were marketing amok, trying to keep up. Informal use implying intense, competitive marketing. She searched amok for her misplaced keys, checking everywhere. Informal use indicating a frantic search. Discord is noun. Disagreement between people. The family had a long-standing discord that never seemed to resolve. The discord between the two political parties led to a government shutdown. The lack of communication and transparency resulted in discord among team members. The discordant sounds of the instruments made the music hard to listen to. The discord among employees was affecting productivity in the workplace. Immaterial as adjective. Not consisting of matter, not physical or material. Of little or no importance or relevance, trivial. The issue of the missing pencil is immaterial to the discussion at hand. His wealth was immaterial to her decision to marry him. The fact that he came from a wealthy family was immaterial to his ability to do the job. The ruling stated that the evidence was immaterial to the case. The difference in salary between the two jobs was immaterial to her because she was more interested in the work itself. Brazen as adjective. It can also refer to behavior that is audacious and impudent, to describe someone or something that is bold and without shame or modesty. The thief's brazen attempt to steal the artwork from the museum was caught on camera. The politicians' brazen lies to the public damaged their credibility. The singer's brazen outfit at the awards ceremony sparked controversy. The athlete's brazen doping scandal tarnished their reputation. The company's brazen disregard for environmental regulations led to a hefty fine. Subversive is adjective, aiming to overthrow or undermine an established government or political system, tending to overthrow or undermine an established system or authority. The subversive group aimed to overthrow the ruling regime. The artist's work was seen as subversive by some critics. The book was banned for its subversive content. The revolutionary subversive ideas inspired many people to take action. The government considered the organization to be subversive. Preempt as verb. To take action in advance of an expected event or situation in order to prevent it from happening or to control its outcome. To take the place of something or someone especially by having priority or priority rights. The company preempted the release of the new product by releasing their own version first. He preempted any criticism by admitting his mistake. The president preempted any opposition by announcing his decision on national TV. They preempted the strike by offering higher wages and better working conditions. The government preempted any potential security threats by increasing security measures. Ready to boost your English or ace the GRE? Meet the GRE Vocabulary app, a fun and effective way to master language. Learn advanced words with examples and audio. Master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Customize your practice by difficulty or focus. Translate into 100+ languages with ease. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.